Today we're going to be talking about my favorite film stock out there. Hey, what's up? It's Ryan, and like I said in the intro, we are going to be talking about one of my favorite film stocks today, which is the Kodak Portra 400.
Be sure you use Kodak film. It does make a difference.
Kodak Portra 400 is widely renowned as one of the best film stock photography kind of films out there. A lot of photographers who shoot film use it, including myself. It's one of my favorites. It's easy to find and it's very versatile. It gives extremely accurate color accuracy for people's skin tone. It's good in great lighting conditions. It's got a very low grain, and like I just said, it's extremely versatile and extremely widely available. So this past weekend we went up to Fannie Ree State Park and I loaded my Canon AE1 program with a roll of Portra 400 to shoot. It was a beautiful weekend. It was sunny out. It was nice. It was warm. Had a light jacket on. The trail we were on was very easy to walk on. And actually on this trail was some really incredible, like, old buildings that have crumbled down from, I don't actually know when it was from, but these buildings were still mainly intact. So we went inside and took a couple of really awesome shots. And then even from the outside, just the structure of the building was really beautiful, and I got some really good shots of the outside of the building and even just some in the woods. And this really shows the actual range and versatility of Kodak Portra 400. I mean, it was a sunny day out, it was really bright, but still, even in that lighting condition with the different sort of shading and everything like that, the Kodak really came through good, and it gave it that nice warm tint, but also properly exposed all the photos properly. And it's just something that I really enjoy. It's been around for a long time, and it's something that I first started with. And I just realized from shooting it and from utilizing it, it's something that I really enjoy using and get really good photos out of. So we walked around the park a little and just, there's, like I said, there's a really nice trail, super easy to walk on, came across all these buildings. And then we took a left at one of the intersections and ended up at this overlook that looked over a bridge that actually connects where we were to a town called Poughkeepsie. And this overlook just had this incredible view of the bridge, and the sky was perfect. There were beautiful clouds out, and I just got a couple of really good photos of this bridge and the way it was set up on my Canon AE. Like I got a couple of really good ones right here. And that last photo, that shows you just how good this film is. It was able to get the clouds and the blue of the sky and the shadows and the parts that weren't shadows on the highlights perfect. I mean, yes, I did do some post editing on this photo, but even straight out of the camera, the photo looked really good. I mean, that's the thing about Kodak Portra 400 is it just, you can always rely and always know that you're going to, as long as you're exposing properly, as long as you're using it in the right sort of lighting, you're always going to get an amazing photo from it. And it's something, it's film that I just use all the time. Like I said, it's one of my favorite ones. And as we walked around and as we got back to where we were going, I took a couple more shots. And then on the way back from the studio here to my home, I stopped at this one area where there was a graveyard and there were some train tracks. And again, it just shows you how versatile this photography film stock is. You had some freight train cars on the train tracks in the dark with a darker green and then more light to the side. And the film was able to get everything perfectly accurate and colored correctly. And yes, of course, it depends on the camera and the person shooting as well. But this camera stock just really is so versatile that it was able to get everything properly exposed in good lighting and show those highlights and everything. Unfortunately, I didn't have anybody to take any photos of, so I didn't have a chance. I don't have really a chance to show you how good it looks on a person's skin tone. But I do have a couple of other photos that I've taken of people with that camera that could show you how good the skin tone really is. But that's really it. I mean, that's something I highly recommend for anyone that's either starting out in film and doesn't really know much about it and wants to have a safe bet for some sort of film. I highly recommend Kodak Portra 400. I'll leave a link. I mean, you can get it anywhere. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it at Adorama, B&H, Unique Photo. I mean, everybody sells it. It's widely available. One day I hope to visit the Kodak factory up in Rochester, New York, and really see how it's made, see the history of it, and just be immersed in that situation. I'm looking forward to the summer coming up so I can take some more photos outside, some long exposure photos at night with Kodak 800 Portra, and even maybe get back to that Cinestill 800. That was just a really quick explanation and quick dive into the Kodak Portra 400 film that I used this weekend at Fanny Reese Park, and just how much I absolutely love that film stock. You should check it out my Instagram. There's a bunch of photos on there that I've taken with Kodak Portra 400, whether it's in my Canon AE, my Contax T2, or the Rolly camera that I have. But go check out my Instagram. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked the photos, and I hope you go out there and try that film. And if you do, let me know. Send me your Instagram. Send me the photos. Leave a comment below. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.